one thing that I can tell you is that anyone that tells you that they can change your life without your input, that person is a liar. Because even Jesus cannot force salvation on you. What more me? Now, understand that if we go to the book of Romans 12:2, it says, be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed through the renewing of your mind. Are you ready to get into something deeper? All right. I feel like I'm too far away from you, so we're going to do this down here. So listen to this, everybody. Innocent until proven guilty. How many people here feel like their life can actually change today? All right. It's very important, because one thing that I can tell you is that anyone that tells you that they can change your life without your input, that person is a liar. Because even Jesus cannot force salvation on you. What more me? In the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1, my greatest secret. And some people are like, church, it's tomorrow. In the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1, the Bible says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11, verse 1, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. And if you go to verse 2 of that same chapter, which is chapter 11, it says, by it the elders obtained a good report. All right? So faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. By it being faith, the elders obtained a good report. Some of you, I know the first time you ever heard of a good report is in the Bible, because the one you brought home to your parents was something else. By it, the elders obtained a good report. And today I want you to listen. This is not some kind of show. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not a performer. All right? So if we're here, we might as well do this right. By it, the elders obtained a good report. Now, if you go down to verse 6, it actually says that it is impossible, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Because those who come to him must first believe that he is, and that he rewards those who diligently seek him. It is impossible to please God without faith. Because those who come to him must first believe that he is. When we say he is, we're not only talking about you believing of his existence, but he is what he says he is. There is a difference there in believing that there is God and believing that he is. Remember, he said to Moses, I am. That is the he is. So not saying yes, there is a God, but believing that he is what he says he is. So now we've established that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. By it, the elders obtained a good report, and it is impossible to please God without faith. That is our foundation. Now I'm here to present to you, everybody, that declarations do not work. I know right now you feel offended and you're thinking, but the Bible says that the power of death, life is in the tongue. I get it, all right? I get it. But at this point in time, you have to ask yourself, did you come to mark my script, or you came to learn the syllabus? You came to learn the syllabus. Declarations do not work. I am healed. I've got $1 million. Billion. I've got a company. I live in Borodale. No, you live in Warren Park. You don't live in Borodale. I know right now it is very difficult for you to take what I'm saying. But if we are going to move to another level, then we have to be honest. It's very simple. Let's do this exercise. Can everybody here say that I have $1 million in my pocket? Please say that. Please check your pocket. Do you have $1 million? Thank you. So declarations do not work. And don't even say that, yeah, I have it in the spirit. Go get it. Let's see it. You see, there are so many declarations that are coming out of the Christian community, and more so from Africa. We know how to declare. Oh my goodness, do we know how to declare? So we declare and we declare and we declare and we say it is working, but is it? Because you declared in 2021, this is my year. 2022, 3, 4, 5. And now you're here saying change my life. What do you want me to change if it was changed in 2021? I know right now some people feel angered, agitated, like my pastor said. I'm not arguing with your pastor. Keep on listening. Declarations do not work. Remember, this is my greatest secret, how to make any dream come true. Now, understand that if we go to the book of Romans 12:2, it says, be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed through the renewing of your mind. Does it say, be ye transformed through your declaration? It says, by the renewing of your mind. Now, if you go to verse 6 of that same chapter, which is Romans 12, it actually then goes on to say that for those that prophesy to the measure of your faith. Are you hearing me, people? Say, innocent until proven guilty. For those that prophesy to the measure of your faith. Right. Now, the question then is, so where am I getting it wrong? Why is it? How many people here are in business? How many people want to get into business? So some people here, we were together in April at the private business class, and I taught you a certain science of business. But do you remember that I told you that there is the art of business and the character of business? So in as much as I'm teaching spiritual realities, they apply to the character of business as well. So business people, you're in the right place. Because I know what you're thinking. Tell us about profit. I import this from Dubai. I do this. Listen. All right? Now, Romans 12:6. Prophesy to the measure of your faith. We're in a very tricky situation here, because the Bible then says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. We're in a very tricky situation, because we say declarations don't work, and then we're told that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Now, this is where you got it wrong. It says out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. It doesn't say that every time the mouth speaks, it's from the abundance of the heart. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I want you to repeat after me. I want you to say, hi, everybody. Now, you see what you just said. Can you tell me that that came from the abundance of your heart? No, I told you to say it. So it says, if the heart is abundant, the mouth would definitely speak. It doesn't say that every time the mouth speaks, then it means the heart is abundant. Because remember, the mouth is mechanical, biological, so it can produce sound at will. So anytime your heart is abundant, you will definitely speak. But it doesn't mean every time you speak, your heart is abundant. I don't know if you get this. Prophesy to the measure of your faith. Can I have 2 volunteers? Pastor, can you come through? Right? And wife. So I want you to stand. Just stand over here. And wife, please, Pastor. If you can stand, just stand here. All right. I'm not separating you. This is not divorce. It's not a prophecy. Right. You see me here? Remember, the Bible says prophesy to the measure of your faith. Now, I want you to take our fine gentleman here as Gweru. You know Gweru? And I want you to take Madame as Blawayo. And I want you to take me as a vehicle. And the vehicle needs fuel. Okay? Now, let's just say that I have about 200 kilometers worth of fuel. And I'm in Harare. And let's just say that Gweru is 200 kilometers away. And Blawayo is 600 kilometers away. Are you following? Now, the fuel in the car is what you call faith. Are you hearing this? Which means that if I, the vehicle, am going to prophesy, I should prophesy to the level of my fuel. Henceforth, I should say that by tomorrow, this time, I will be in Gweru. But the moment I say by tomorrow, this time, I'll be in Blawayo, the distance between Gweru and Blawayo is the false prophecy. I don't know if people are getting this. So out of the abundance of the heart, the Gweru was spoken. Out of the mechanics of the mouth, the Blawayo was spoken. Thank you. This is the reason why when you go back to the book of Romans, so we're going back to Romans, I think it's 10 verse 9, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I believe it's 10 verse 9. And it says that if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, and you believe in your heart that he died and God raised him from the dead, then you are saved. Do you understand that it doesn't say if you confess with your mouth? The confession has to come from the abundance of what? The heart. So it says if you use the mechanics of your mouth because of the depths of what you believe in your heart, then you are saved. So you don't go and say, yeah, today we're going for evangelism. Repeat after me. I now love Jesus. Today I saved 1,000 people. No, you didn't. Because it says, if you believe in your heart and you confess with your mouth, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. But the mouth can still say anything outside of the abundance of the heart.